Hey guys, this is Isaac at Rear Rollers. Today we're going to look what's going on inside the chain compartment and the clutch removal. First, we're going to start by removing the chain cover. This is also on another video on how to take this off. Okay, so this is where we take a visual inspection. What do we look like up under the hood? Okay, I'm gonna kind of back away so we can see this. Here's the 40 chain guide, black nylon tensioner, and the tensioner for the 35 chain. If you notice, this is a chain guide gone bad. How did it go bad? It was riding like this. The correct way for these chain guides to ride is like so, parallel with the chain. Again, not like this, to avoid that. So next, after our visual inspection, we want to next remove the 35 chain and the 40 chain. Before I remove the chain, just notice the master link is in the 12 o'clock position on this sprocket. The other master link on the 40 is in a position that's on the sprocket. So with that said, throughout the season, you'll accumulate debris, dust, grass clippings. I've seen pine needles. I've seen all kinds of things. And some of y'all are just nasty. So therefore, you want to go in here and let's just clean this thing. Let's make it nice. Let's go through and make sure all that debris is out. A clean looking mower is a well-performing mower. And as I feel comfortable and I have an OCD issue and it's feeling good, I can stop my cleaning, discard my rag, and we're gonna go into the next step of removing the clutch. Hey, it's Isaac, I'm back. We're gonna go into removing the clutch. I have the tools necessary. It's just this 2x4 and a 13 millimeter on a ratchet is the recommended way of taking this off. We're gonna put the 2x4 in between the ribs of the reel. If you wanna come here and look, it's in between the ribs of the reel. And I'm gonna let it sit on the front roller. I'm gonna take my 13 millimeter socket on a ratchet. I'm gonna have it in a loosened position, and I'm gonna back this bolt off, just like so, okay? When I've gotten to the point where I've gotten loosened off, I may go over to another extension to make this life a little easier to back this off. As I back this off, I gotta say this part here is very important because I'm gonna go in sequence, okay? In sequence. I've got the bolt that I just took off. I'm gonna lay it here, okay? I've got the hub that I just took off. I'm gonna lay that right there. Here's the spring cap. I'm gonna lay that there. Here's the spring. Here's this part. These are two parts together. We're gonna unhook it from the spring in the back. We can lay that down. This is optional to take this apart. You can leave this together, but for the sake of this, we're gonna leave it apart and have it off. I'm gonna remove the spline. The spline's gonna have a brake stop. Most important, please locate the keyway right there. So I'm spline, brake stop, keyway, and then we're just gonna take a pause and moment of silence, and you can see the clutch in its entirety by the part. Now that I have the clutch removed, I want to make sure all of this is free from any kind of debris, pine needles, you name it, any kind of stuff. I've seen it all here and whatnot. I'm going to go through each part and see if there's any kind of debris on it and clean it all the way through, especially behind this plate here too as well. You want to make sure that's clean. Any kind of debris there, that part, even wipe this little guy down, and there's a little teeny guy right there. Now that you've done all that, now it's time to take a look at, okay, we have points on this clutch where it engages the reel. There's a high side, there's a high side, and there's a high side as this thing pivots, as the plates pivot. So some guys, household product, WD-40, they spray, they can wipe these little areas here. The mowers at the house, because they're used heavily, I'll use a tad bit of grease, nothing too heavy. I go at those high points there. And then I'll take a little bit and I'll go behind this, especially this plate here, somewhere in there, just a little bit. We're not doing extra, just a little bit. Now guys, now that we have the clutch removed, in summary, we've cleaned it. We've inspected areas that may become an issue. We've applied lubricant in the areas that have metal-to-metal contact. You feel good about it? Now it's time to put the clutch back together in sequence. So we took it off in this sequence here. We have our bolt, we have our hub, cap, spring, cone, these two pieces, the brake pad, the washer, the spline, the keyway. Now we're gonna put it on back this way. I'm gonna start with the keyway first. With the reel in the 12 o'clock or 12:30 or 1 o'clock position, I'm gonna slide this in, the keyway in. Next, I'm gonna get the brake stop and the spline. The spline is also, it's got a channel in there that's gonna be in the 12 o'clock position. I'll slide the brake stop over it. Then I'm gonna slide the spline on, just like so. I'm gonna take these two pieces. Remember, your choice. I had it separated for this video. Make sure this arm is on the inside. I'm gonna bring these two together, just like so. With my spring, I'm gonna go inside out. The arm is as far as down as possible. Then it's gonna slide on that spline, just like that. I'm gonna get this piece. It's gonna go short end in first. Next is my spring. Next will be my spring cap. Be my hub, clutch hub that is. Lastly, we're gonna grab the bolt with the lock washer on it. We're gonna get blue Loctite, 242. We're gonna apply it just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot, just to this piece right there. Maybe those 2 threads, maybe 4, just a medium amount when it comes out. There it is, it came out. You get that, cameraman? Awesome. I got that little bit there. I slide it in. I get my extension just to get me started with a little bit of pressure. Get this thing long, very long bolt started. Once you feel that it's gotten a little started, cool, let go. Get your 13 millimeter on a ratchet in the tighten position. Make sure you get your 2x4 ready inside the rib of the reel. Start tightening. You're gonna notice that the 2x4 will now wanna go to the top of the ceiling. This is considered normal. Do not put any pressure here. Don't put your foot on this. Don't sit on this. Just let the mower do what it does. And as you're tightening, you're gonna feel that the mower is about to lift up on you. And now you're probably about 22 foot-pounds, okay? So we've gotten the clutch on successfully. You wanna spin it, you wanna inspect it again, that it's doing everything that it needs to do. Just note that the reel is always in neutral. So now we're gonna install the 35 chain. Just got done installing the 35 chain. I just wanted to make sure, again, to re-emphasize something I talked about earlier in the video, that our chain guide is running parallel. Like you see here, it's not running on the tips. Second thing, when I installed it, if you notice, I did it at the 12 o'clock position with the closed end firing towards the front of the reel mower. The closed end front, open end towards the back. Next chain is the 40. The 40, I have to stress this. This part, this cotter pin piece, has to be on your right thumb. And I'm gonna show this all the way through. I loop around the clutch first. It sits on the sprocket. I get my chain guide ready. I pull tight, and it locks in that way. Get the third part of the master link towards the back. I got a little bad angle there, and you can walk away from the mower. Now that I have both of the 35 chain with the closed end of the master link firing towards the front, I've got the 40 chain, cotter pins in the back. It's on the closed end of the master link clip with the opened end of the master link clip with the closed end firing towards the front. I got my chain guide running parallel here. Everything's looking good. Last piece of this is just remember, when you've put on Loctite, if you read the back of the directions, there's 20 minutes to set and 24 hours to cure before you start operating the mower, okay? You can't just put blue Loctite on with the bolt and just go mow, okay? So I would do this maybe the night before your next mow, instead of just put it on and then go out. Again, this is all considered moving parts. Everything inside of here is considered normal wear and tear because of how vigorous things are moving in here. So it is on us as the operators to make sure that this area this is the vision of good here. And with that, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out and hanging with us, especially me here at Rear Rollers. I'm gonna put the cover back on, and this unit will go mow and get tested tomorrow and get sold a day after that. Thank you.